Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing? One more time, it's nobody and envy, this time the other way around.
Woo!
It's a bit different, but also what is different, we're going to be checking out League of Legends. Well, you've seen him do that, haven't seen me do that for good reason.
Yeah. Why is that, Envy?
Yes, because I do not play League of Legends. I have played it. I reached level 8. I know that you need to reach level 30 to get to ranked, which
Yeah.
I wanted to get to, but I stopped because I'm a lifelong Dota 2 fan. I'm really sorry that you have to hear that on this stream.
All right, all right.
Yeah,
Well, it's gonna be a lot of similarities to Dota
yeah.
2, but as well a lot of different things for you to learn from the game as well. And we're gonna all learn together. I'm gonna be the expert on this matter, and Envy's gonna be more as a question maker for
Yeah.
today. And you in the chat as well. If there is something you want to know about League of Legends or Dota, then just ask, and Emily's gonna be making sure to answer those questions. But today, what do we have today, Emily?
Yes, we have one more time school showdown. We had already three of those. The
Yeah,
first one was CSGO, where Latvia did beat Sweden 16-14 in very close battle. The second one was League of Legends, where Latvia lost in a quite tough manner. Then we had the best of two between Sweden, Latvia, and CSGO, where the score ended 1-1. So it means that we are still a little bit ahead in CSGO. And now we're going to make sure to check out who's better in League of Legends in a best of three school showdown.
yeah. Because for now we have this bittersweet memory that we lost on the League of Legends
Yep.
side, and now a lot of players from that match are still in this one. Plus, there are some changes, and I know those changes are for good, because I can do a little bit of a whisper to those who are viewing us today that the players that are going to be playing for the Latvian side for the esports school, they already got through the qualifiers of Baltic, the open qualifiers in Baltic's Masters. So they did prove themselves, and now they have to prove themselves once again to hold the pride of Latvia.
Yes, exactly. And it's really good thing that you said, yeah, about like that they managed that they already have played together for how long? Like 2-3 weeks, potentially?
I hope a month. If
Yes.
I'm not crazy, then
Yeah.
I think it's a month that they
Yeah.
already been
Yeah.
playing together. And for these days standards in esports, that's a lot. Even for,
Yeah.
especially for
Yeah. Yeah.
Latvian teams, because I know I'm joking about this, but we have a lot of Latvian teams that get together, clash for 2 or 3 weeks together, and then they start losing games, and the motivation is lost as well, and then disband. And usually
Yeah.
that is 1 to 3 months. Those are the roughest ones. And if you can survive those, then afterwards it's just easy peasy, right?
It should be. It should be. But yeah, today's gonna be interesting. These guys from Latvia side, they have practiced, they worked a lot, they have all these schedules. Like they're putting in a lot of work because there are unofficial esports school team, which is really good. But on the other side, they do have the classroom. They've been practicing for how many months together. We saw how they played. That they do have the strats. They
Yeah,
are preparing for
we
these
can
games.
go for a little sneak peek as
Go.
well. This is the class that just Emmy was talking about. And as you can see right now, they are getting ready for the match. They are discussing about the bans and who's going to be starting on which side, and afterwards.
He's having a sandwich as well, so it means that he's just like
Yeah. Rem-
doping.
re-
Doping.
Doping. All right. Well, that's that. Well, back to us. So, I did you? I think League of Legends started the meme of, like, the League of Legends community of the esports players, that they started bringing food on the stage, and then the CS:GO took it over. The
Oh yeah,
when they
right, right,
tried
right,
to
right.
sneak the
Like
bananas
all
and
the
stuff.
bananas, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I remember that.
But
Remember
I
that.
remember there was this one of my favorite players, if not the favorite players of League of Legends, Dyrus, who was the one bringing up the
Oh,
pillow on the stage, and he always was holding a pillow in front of him, and he made a lot of memes out of that, and I think it was one of the signature moves of his. And in these days, I have lost this touch of esports plus memes. Only ones that come out is from, I don't know, just team lost. Hey, NA
there
team,
was this.
ha.
No, no, there was this meme with the Coke, like with the cola,
Okay.
that somebody said like really seriously said in like Twitter or somewhere. Well, yeah, now people are playing from the comfort of their bedrooms and they're drinking the Coke at the PC and everything's good for them, and that's why like some of these players are now showing up and not
Yeah.
before. And then there was this meme like, oh, is he drinking cola? We're done. we're done. Because if you play from comfort like of your room and drink
Yeah,
cola, that's done.
remember the one with the Alu where he asked if these are
Yeah,
commercial
yes,
drinks?
is this for commercial or can I drink it? And then because that was like one of his big breaks, like when he was invited to join Ninjas in Pajamas. Don't recall if that was a stand-in move or he was part for it. I can't recall. Can't recall.
Yeah, I'll try to join in their pro draft.
Yeah,
Basically, what
because
is
that
pro draft is
yeah
like a tool for them to use to make bans and
yeah.
picks out of the game, because then they can restart their bans and picks and stuff like that. But if that's in game, then
Yeah.
it's set. Plus, it's not like in Dota 2 where you have all the champions. So that's one of the reasons why they use a third party tool for them to choose the champions and ban the champions that they don't have.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's a bit complicated in that
Yeah,
sort.
that is quite
But
unfortunate
that's the
because
marketing trick of League of Legends.
yeah
You get your character to level 30, you call someone an asshead, and then you get banned.
yeah
You make a new one. Again, no champions. And that's a little bit of their strategy there. As well, as a comparison to Dota 2, I have seen the difference where Dota players usually play everything, but League of Legends players play what they have, and usually that's like a 10 champion pool, and they don't
yeah.
play the others.
Well, the one thing that maybe I don't know if that like makes it a bit more interesting or not, but they like kind of don't play all these heroes, but they can surprise pick them. So it's also like you can pick a carry as a support, and sometimes it works out. But yeah, I think as well they're kind of trying to uh, surprise enemies. So playing all like only 10 heroes good. I believe it's good enough for pro players. I think it's fine. That's a lot of heroes actually to master because you
Yeah.
have to master those. At the moment, they've seen 3 bans on each side and 2 picks on each side.
Exactly. And for the ban phase, I think there are no surprises. Sweden banned Tristana, Silas, and Varus. Those are the 3 champions that, 2 champions of those are the ones that play Edis. That is the challenger player. And
Oh,
Silas is the one mid pick that is more as a pocket pick that can vary the game
okay,
in a
okay,
better
okay.
position. But on the other side, Latvian players banned Vladimir Yasu and Malphite that we saw in the last games perform really well that Sweden picked.
Is it like one hero that one player who performed well with these heroes?
The Vladimir and Yasu are the mid
Like yeah,
heroes.
that same. Okay. So you're afraid of their middle. I understand,
Exactly.
and that's quite understandable tactic. I remember in my time we also like we checked out the players and sometimes we're like, okay, this is the best guy. He always
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
so
yeah,
many
yeah.
frag skills. We need to figure out how to shut down him. But sometimes you put so much pressure on banning like these specific heroes that you forget about some kind of combo wombo or you forget about some kind of synergy, and that's
Yeah,
where you can mess up.
I know.
Who is picking for side of Latvia? Is it Edis?
As
Or are
it's
they
more like the one that communicates with the team is Azami.
okay?
He's the person who decides who's going to be playing what, and then they discuss it together. I really enjoyed watching with them a documentary, True Sight,
Yes,
the Dota 2 documentary. If you haven't seen it, go and
of
watch it
course.
after the stream. It's a really good binge
There's five
watch
of them or
thing.
4 of them because for every almost tournament they have the
The
movie.
last 2 are the best ones,
Well, the first
in
one was
my.
quite unreal. The first one as well because they traveled to all these countries.
Oh
It was
yeah,
really good. It
right,
was really
right,
good. The
right.
first
Yeah.
one's good as well.
The True Sight. It's called. And what they learned through the True Sight was that they need someone who calls out what they would like to see on the map, the champion pool and stuff like that, and then they can decide single-handedly for themselves. Okay, I want this. No, let's think of something else. And that's like democracy, but we have someone who leads them.
Yeah, because that is definitely needed. I've run into issues that tends to be a problem, especially if there's some miscommunication in the team already or some bad
Yeah,
blood already, even a bit. You
yeah,
have to really put someone like ahead or up just to make sure that he makes the final call.
exactly.
And so there's not like, oh, okay, whatever, just pick this, pick this. Just
Exactly, because when you don't have time to discuss to each other
yeah,
what you're gonna be picking, then the chaos starts. And now I listened to the last game what they had and they lost, and it was only because of the chaos. Because when they were picking and banning, no, someone didn't hear someone else, and
yeah.
they couldn't understand what they're gonna be picking because it was like, oh my god, what is gonna be? And when the game started, I heard a low voiced guy who said, I should have picked some other hero. And it was like, you get that 5 minutes after you had to pick the heroes, and sometimes it's just the psychology that didn't work in your favor. And as we know, these games, as MOBA games, are usually won just in ban and pick phases.
It can be.
Yeah,
Sometimes if you even you lose it in ban pick phase, you can win it back with the first few
yeah,
minutes.
yeah,
And League of
yeah.
Legends is quicker than
It
Dota.
is. It is quicker. We don't get those long, 50+ games anymore. They fixed that.
The 50 plus is a game.
Yeah, yeah, I
That's the
know. For
game.
like I know, I play Dota. For every 10 League of Legends games that I have played at least one Dota game. So I know how it is to be stuck in a Dota game for like 90 plus minutes, still farming mega creeps and thinking of this will never end. Maybe I just go AFK and then my team loses and okay. I eventually after ooh, okay, eventually after 100 minutes of a game,
Yeah.
you think to yourself, a lose isn't a bad thing anymore. Like being in this game, this is the punishment, not the loss.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I know what you're speaking about. I played a 3 hour game, so yeah. I can't believe it that we even managed that. We'll
exactly.
see. We'll see. So the
Well,
ban pick phase has
finished.
ended. Yeah. I saw a hero that I know. I saw Jinx that I know. I saw Lee Sin that I know. I've heard Kaisa once. I think Lulu is a known hero as well, but the rest for me are almost new. In the ban, I see that the bans are heroes that I know, which means that those heroes are almost always strong,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They never ending.
What is an interesting statistics in the lower side of Elo of the League
Yeah.
of Legends? Usually the bans are the cheapest champions. For
Okay.
now, you know why,
Because they've
and
been played a lot. They
exactly.
put them. Oh, okay. I
And
got
those
you.
are
I
the
got you. I got you.
champions that you just called out that you know, because
Yeah.
when you played your first games, those were the ones that were commonly used because they're cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
They cost 1/6 of a good champion in
Is
quotes.
is Jax still used
I think
used?
yeah, it's
Because I
used.
played Jax. At first I played Jinx, Ashe,
Yeah.
Jax, and then I went full Teemo.
Jax is still used, but not in a pro play that much because it's more as a solo queue player where you can outshine your enemy and then perform really well solo handedly. But there are some games where we see him picked, and that's usually to dominate the top. But the meta game right now in League of Legends are shifting more to the tank meta on the top lane or
Okay.
support that helps to capitalize on the AD carry win of the game.
Okay. Okay.
And you,
So
so every single lane, I know that you know, but just to remind everyone at home as well, we have the support that helps the AD carry. That is attack damage. ADC attack damage carry.
yeah.
So then we have the mid lane, and usually now people play the mid lane that can focus on all in and then grab someone and just dead him, make
I
him
understand.
die,
Yeah. Yeah.
or a champion that helps and supports the team.
Yeah.
Then we have the jungle that just goes into jungle, kills the creeps, and now the power farming jungles are more common. Those are the ones that farm for 10 minutes, show up on the fight, win the fight, and go back to the jungle for more 10 of the minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then top lane is bruiser, more tanky guy who just stands in the front line and makes AD carry's life a misery.
Yep. Understood. Well, I see it this time around. I'm closer to go here, so I'm gonna go do the push-ups because
You're gonna be doing
yes,
push-ups
the
today.
ergonomic gaming has been redeemed, which means that you have to straighten your back, sit a bit different, change something, move a bit around, just so you don't mess up your back quickly. But yeah, I'm
Why
gone.
are we so low? Why only all heads are here?
Because we had different angles. Can I say
Yeah.
Say stop.
Um. Okay.
Is this good?
It went back up a little bit. There you go. All right. All right.
Okay, I'm going for the push-ups.
We can see Yoda now. All right. So while MB is doing the push-ups, I can gladly inform you all that the tournament draft has ended, and we are waiting for the spectator delay. Those are the 3 minutes now for us to be held in void, but we can have a little bit of a sneak peek here. Let's join the Technikum. So we can see they are joining in the game, so that means Still,
Yeah.
we're gonna be waiting for the loading screens.
We can check out how they're placing their keyboards. I'm always interested in this because when I play CS:GO, I have to have my keyboard vertically almost,
Yeah.
and I'm used to it. When I play Dota 2, I don't need it that far because it's easier for me when the QWER is closer to me. And I see that they as well are the gamers that use the standard approach.
Exactly. Well, going back. No, we don't have a coach. I saw someone asking that in the chat. For this game, I don't know. Elvis wasn't available. He was
That's
working
why
or
I'm here.
streaming. No idea. But the coach in League of Legends pro scene, it's not that big of a deal. The coach joins in the start of the game, and then at the end of the game, he's the one who analyzes the game and makes sure that the team are ready for the next, let's say, game in the best of 3 series. So there are some need of a coach, but not so much as in Counter Strike.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
2 cents.
yeah. Sometimes that is needed. Always liked the League of Legends approach for coaches.
Yeah.
Because I always remember watching the live games and the coach are sitting behind, like they have all these notebooks and everything. They're like looking, they're talking, then they go in the middle of the stage, they shake each other's hand, and they go off.
And then they go off, yeah.
That was like such a cool
Yeah,
move.
well, that's what they like in that's how they make it more sports like of a game.
Yeah.
But
I understand. It's needed. It's needed.
yeah,
In a way.
I would like that the coaches in the mobile games are more commonly heard in middle of a game, but then it's like the sixth player on the map who's unkillable basically, and I think that's a problem that and reasoning why they don't want that.
Not even that. I remember in one of the true sites it was mentioned that OG they even said that they don't want to see their coach anywhere near them in the tournaments because they're associating him with something else and he is there to correct them and they don't need that.
Right.
And they had the psychologist rather with them just to help go through the emotions because the players know what they're doing. They know what they need to do. It's all there.
All right, so the game is loading in, and let's try to load it for us as well. Looking for a game to capture. There it is. All right, so the League of Legends match is going to be starting just in a second. Yeah, we will move that when we have the game. So the players now, what you can see on your screens, those are the ones playing for today. On the Latvian side, we have Edis as well. Oriana, that's Hansi. He has still haven't changed the name of his alt account on the West server.
Okay.
Then on a set we have our top laner Kasabin.
Yes.
Karma is Kristers, and in the jungle we have the Mongolian genes, but that is Azami.
Okay. I gotcha. So I understand Edis is playing which lane again? So repeat.
Which one?
Jinx.
Bot lane.
Okay. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see if they focus because remember in Dota, like you tend to how's it called? Focus those players. So you make sure that your early rotations are focused on the bot lane. Make sure that you focus that you kill Jinx early on. You don't want to allow it to snowball. And there's always this problem. You kill like the enemy, like strongest enemy player like few times in the beginning of the game. And then you forget about it in mid-game.
Yeah.
And he's managed to farm 3 lanes, all jungle, and then he comes back with all the items that he needs, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I think we forgot about something. Yeah, that's exactly how it sometimes feels. All right, I fixed the zoom out function, and it, well, worked. So that's all good. Is there something else I need to fix? Okay, yeah, this one. Give me a second. Ooh. Okay, the first game of today. Let me know, chat, if this is okay, if you can see the game. Should not lag now, there it is. And if the game audio is not too loud, because it's been a while for us to stream League of Legends. It's been a lot of Counter-Strike in between.
Yes, exactly. So I see that I already see what Helvis was teaching in his lesson about strategies that where you need to be placed at the beginning of the game. In Dota, it's a bit more difficult. Do players tend to go for like all 5 at the same spot, or is that like a rare play that happens in League of Legends?
At the start of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you want to play aggressively, then yes. But usually, what they do is what we can see in on our game as well, where they just cover all the lines where someone could just go inside the game. And why we have 30 FPS?
Yeah, I don't understand as well.
What did I do?
No idea, man.
I think I pressed something. No.
Need to turn off everything that we can. Oh, it's back. Some weird thing. Just like literally just Windows button in and out and that's it. So the jungle buff will be taken by both sides. I see. That's a must. I almost never done that in my games. And there's usually was like one guy who says like, oh, come help. And I'm like, why?
Yeah,
What are you talking
go
about?
jungle.
Yeah, what jungle?
Yeah.
No, dude, lane.
If you want help, just take like an easy jungle character.
Yeah.
No, it is a meta game. It's been for a while where with the first lanes that are the closest to the jungle helps him out with a few hits, because that's just gonna be speeding him up to get all the jungle camps faster than the other jungle. And if you look at this matchup, this is really interesting because the Rumble, the one that Azami is playing, is has been played on jungle just lately for the last few updates, and they just made sure to increase his damage to the minions in last patch. So it's gonna be a bloodbath if he gets starting to roll.
Yeah, I understand. I like the fact that our guys are playing aggressively on bot lane, as top seems it's gonna be rather simple until someone makes a mistake.
Yeah, give me a second. Someone asked for the names to be shown, and I can't remember where was that. It's always okay. Let's see. No fight. Okay, let's go back. It was somewhere. Is it
Has
here?
to be interface, right? Has to be interface.
It's League of Legends. You never know where they hide things.
People are probably writing in chat. Interface, show name above health bar. Interface, yeah, interface.
Okay.
Show name above health
Oh,
bar.
there we go. Yeah.
Summoner name. This is gonna be the player's name.
You
Yeah,
want
here
this
we
one?
see. Krista's net is in the bot lane, Swanmi, and Boburo on bottom as well.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention who's playing on the Swedish side. So,
Yes.
Renas, who are them?
I don't know if I'm gonna spell it correctly, but Sainho or Sajinho, Racketman, Jagger, Swanmi, and Boburo. And the champions, sorry. It's good enough that I said champions, not heroes.
Yeah, alright, so the champions are on the top line. Sajino, he's playing Ornn. He's a really tanky champion who can do a little bit of a burst damage, but the CC out of him is really heavy in this game, and it's going to be really needed. He can summon a ram that goes through on the one side and in a line, and then he can summon him again to run back where it came from. Then we have the Rocketman. Rocketman, that is a Lee Sin, a blind guy who is really precise.
Yeah. That I've played against Lee Sin. Yes.
Yeah. Then in the mid side we have Syndra. She likes balls.
Yeah. Okay.
That's about
Understandable.
On the bot side we have Kaisa together with Lulu.
Did they steal? Did he manage to steal the creep in the
No,
jungle?
he didn't manage to. He doesn't have the buff.
But it's the
but
first frag.
probably he will die. But no, Lee Sin
No,
gets
what?
away, and now they're gonna be
No.
getting the rumble. Maybe Jagger uses the flash to get away, but that was a costly battle there. The flash lost by Liz, and flash lost by Jagger as well by Syndra. And now it's gonna be an easier way for them to play on the mid side of the game.
The red side, Latvia side, Esporta Skola, they did not TP. Oh no, they TP'd back in the end. I thought they did not TP back, so they don't lose that much.
But that's an interesting TP back, because now nothing's happening here on the mid side. If you join him, that's just a farm next to the enemy's tower, and that means the Lee Sin will be trying to approach him or to deny some of that farm. A really costly teleport, because now they should focus on the Drake, as they already teleported there.
Yeah. We'll see if that's gonna work out. They're already going in. We can see at the bottom a bit of, well, not aggression, but he can potentially go for some. Yeah, he's gonna try, because Lee Sin as well is trying to get the frag onto him. That's not gonna work that easily.
Now the battle is about to punish the Latvian player, as much as he can, because Set still has the teleport, so he can join in the next battle if it occurs. And now all what Orn has to do is just deny those HP. So if he teleports somewhere, he's a little bit wounded. Well, in the chat, someone asked, what are our predictions of this game? And, well, I can say highly that I think Sweden last time proved themselves to be really strong, and I hope they do the same. But I have to vouch for my guys.
I have a lot of belief in Esporta Skola side, the red team at the moment, because they've been practicing and I've seen how they practice and I've seen how much they put in the work. In my opinion, I'm gonna be even as rough as that. If they lose, it's gonna be disappointing.
Oh,
they shouldn't,
okay.
because of all the practice that they put in, of all the achievements they already achieved, qualifying for closed qualifier of Baltic Master, that's a huge deal.
I have a feeling that you have made a bet with someone on Sweden school side.
No. The League of Legends, it's a bit tougher. Well, Krister here might go down, has to be careful getting low, but nobody's gonna punish him. They're really afraid of Edis, I believe, because at any point, Jinx can just turn on you.
And I think Krister understands his limits, and he's just, you know, pulling their whiskers right now.
Does he have healing salve? Tango? Something he can take?
No, not really. Just
he cannot get back. Oh, right, there is the health potion. Although I never understood it. It seems like it never works for me.
Because it gives so little.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I never felt the effect of it. And I was like, why do I even need a potion?
Well, now, you know, that this is the boring side of the game. They just have to farm a little bit. And if we look at the mid side,
I don't think it's boring. Oh, he used the ulti?
Yeah, that's going to be the first blood. And that's a solo kill for the mid. Region, and Syndra used the ultimate, and that is a really single target heavy ultimate that just takes out the balls around you that you have summoned and just hits one
target. That's like Dark Willow, right? She summons the bird around her. But I understand it's different, but yeah, the mechanic. And here the rotation comes through.
The rotation comes through, but in the top side as well, and that's gonna be or Casimir being dropped down as well. I know his nickname is different, but I know him as a Kasavin, so... Yeah.
I'm gonna call him Kasavin. So top is Kasavin, Lee Sin, yeah?
And middle is Hanzi.
Middle is Hanzi.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, real unfortunate. I believe for Hanzi, he should have been...
Oh, they're diving! Alright, well, this is a common occurrence in League of Legends, but they try to dive
How much damage does the turret does? Jesus.
A lot. Yeah, that's a lot of... It's a lot of damage!
Yeah, that is a lot of damage.
But he will get away with the teleport, and now
why isn't he staying? Can he like stay for XP? Kristers, I understand that like he has to go back because the enemies are not there, but
it's more useful if support goes together with the AD carry, because then they both can come back and be strong, and every single item counts in this game.
All right, because there's no couriers here.
Exactly.
Jesus, I forgot that you have to go to the base.
You have to go, exactly. You have to punish yourself and walk back to lane. Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm gonna go on a small rant, but that's so interesting in Dota 2 that you can manage to not go to base a single time in the game if you play your cards right.
Yeah. And if we look at the money side for the lanes, now, as on the mid side, we saw that solo kill for the Syndra. That's why he is in the lead for sure. But on the bot side, 2 kills for Edis, and he knows how to use those kills for his own good. And that's a 600 gold difference already between Jinx and Kai'Sa down there. So.
But you can see as well the way he's playing, he really knows his strengths and he's like pushing them away, not even allowing to get those CSs at any point.
That's
how you get to Masters, right?
That's the school of Helvis. He plays the AD carry really aggressively. He doesn't give any single minion or chance to the enemies as he can. But always he gets himself in the pickles as well, only because he's too pushy in that match.
So the fight happening near Drake, let's go.
So it should be a fight now, because as we saw, Edis and Kristis were the only 2 persons starting this fight, and now a flash, a really well placed flash by Hanzi gets down Ori's ultimate in and gets those 3 people down inside that, because the ultimate pulls everyone who he catches.
And in the top lane, it could potentially be Kasavin going down if he's not careful enough. The spells are landing, and it's coming through. Last few HP, and no, he goes down.
He tried to deny the recast of the ultimate, but unfortunately, he had no flash, and again, a solo kill, and that's the second one already in this game for the Swedish team, and that is keeping them a little bit afloat, you know. Otherwise, the Latvian team would be running through away from them in the money wise. Because
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So they're going in for Drake. Whilst they're doing that, it could be quite interesting. They see that everyone on the Swedish side does have a flash.
Yeah.
On the other side, not everybody has a flash, right?
Exactly.
That's is it any particular reason for it, or do they just use their summoner abilities better, or they choose them better? Because I know Flash is just in general really good ability.
It's a blink dagger.
Yeah, of course.
But a really costly one.
Oh, yeah.
And as we saw from Hansi, he flashed into to grab people inside his ultimate, and no one reacted in that second, and that's why they got pulled in. Otherwise, they would have used a flash to get away. You know, just the reaction.
Of course, of course. I'm gonna answer Rixie's in the chat. He's asking me which role looks like the most fun for me right now. Well, since I know MOBA really, really well, anything rotating, I love it. Either it will be like offlane player who rotates quickly to bottom or middle or something, or roaming supports. Those are for me the most fun. Because I always had other people who just loved carries or middle, and I always had to adapt to other people. So yeah, anything that roams, anything that does not have to stay at one point for too long is fun for me. And there's a pause coming through, and I believe a disconnect or something.
Yeah, the mid disconnected, as we can see
Hansi.
in the chat. So Hansi is offline. We can now that's a rough button to press. Let's go back to us, I guess, so
For
we
a
don't
second,
have
yeah,
to
of course.
so we don't have to look at
Hello.
the game. So yeah, the first start of the game is really one team fight that was won by the Latvians, and then two free kills, I would say, for the Swedish players, and that is showing the difference of the of these skills in the lane, or the skills of the team. And I like what I see for the Latvians, but I want to see how the Swedish team reacts, and how they're going to be playing on team fights. But back to the game. Now they got the Leeson, because Leeson was too aggressive there for the second, and now the teleport as well from the Hansi. So that's going to be Oriana joining
So
in.
much damage! He's dropping so low, but he's not falling.
And not the first time he gets away with the sliver of health. And now Oriana doesn't have the teleport for the next battle. What's going to be happening?
What just happened? What is Ripped Herald or something?
Oh, so Leeson just a while ago he took like this big crab in the Baron buff place. Before the Baron, you can get the Rift Herald, and
that's
if you
like an
kill-
additional hero
if
for
you
you.
kill, you can summon a minion that you can't control, but he hits heavy.
Oh my
turrets.
god! Oh, he just hits turrets.
Yes.
So he just like got one hit, and that's like normal, right? That
Yeah.
He just gets one hit.
Yeah. Usually you want him
How
to...
much gold do you get for it?
For it, not that much, but you get by hitting the plates of the turrets. Every single plate that you can see, these ones give gold, and now it is gonna get 160 gold by.
And he has to hit at the correct time, or it just has to be near?
Just have to be near. Every single person near the turret who has clicked on it gets the reward of it. And as well, what is really interesting in League of Legends, you get the first turret blood money.
Oh,
So
that's
team that
it's
kills the
important.
first turret-
It's important to push.
Yeah.
So now Latvia is really ahead. It's
Exactly.
2K, and that's a big lead in League of Legends. Well, not really big, but that's a lead.
I see in the chat they are memeing about the Krister's
Lightning Strike. Oh yeah.
But last time when they had to play the esports Latvian team, the esports school Latvian team, they their support was so unlucky or lucky that he got struck by lightning. His house, he was out of electricity, and yeah, that was interesting. Fun fact:
Yeah. Very
Krister's is
important.
so lucky.
Yes. Let's continue on. Well,
So now they're swapping. This is a common occurrence in League of Legends. If you like the goal of the bot lane is it's going to be a clash here. It's going to be dead Crysters, but the teleport is coming in from as
they're close. All of them are close. The fight's going on. They are falling back. Esporta Skola, they're falling back. They cannot withheld.
But because they were 5 of the Swedish players there, and now they get away from this fight, and Otherwise, Christos would be dead for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe Edis if they would dive him. But what do we see here? We have a reaction play by these two players here on the
God.
left side, and they get the turret for
This
free.
is huge what just happened. Esporta Skola outplayed because they managed to take 2 lanes. They just won 2 lanes, and Swedish players got
That's the
their
grab.
Oh, and they're going even for the crab, so that means the turret is going to fall even quicker right now. Oh my god,
Yeah.
Esporta Skola, they're doing really good.
They're playing around the map, and this was one take of the Swedish players to play the game what they wanted. They went for the top side. They wanted to get the bot lane, and the exact instance when they are doing the swap. So to deny them the farm, unfortunately that didn't work, and now they lost a lot of things. That fight, they lost the big daddy crab, and the mid-side turret as well.
Yeah, yeah. And does the crab come like in a backpack of you, and then you can activate it with the button?
Yeah,
With the okay, okay.
It comes to your
Inventory.
trinket inventory.
Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Thank you for clarifying that. If you're tuning in right now, I'm not new to League of Legends. I have not played it that much. I played it, but I play Dota, and this is a bit different for me. But I really do enjoy, and I do see all the beautiful plays that the players are making. I hope that Sweden can show what they can do, as they're not even falling that far behind the net worth, so they're also farming the map rather well. And oh my goodness, what was that?
Ooh, that was a lot of damage.
There was a lot of damage.
by
Was that an
Krister.
ulti from Kristers?
No, it wasn't an ultimate.
He's
It
a
was-
support. What happened?
Yeah, well, he has a lot of damage, but you have to use an ultimate to get more damage for that single
No steal.
ability. He has like a mantra. Every 30 seconds he can empower an ability. That's how it's called.
Okay, I got you.
So he used an empowered
okay.
ability.
Okay, okay. I got you. People are asking for you to zoom in, but I think this is like the best zoom, right?
When I don't zoom in, like when I didn't have this opportunity to zoom, everyone was like, "Hey, zoom out." Now we have. Don't watch it on a phone.
No, I like this because you see a lot of happening. You can see what's gonna happen before it even happens.
I will listen to our first bit giver. All right.
Oh, kid, the alpha picker. Thank you for the bits.
Yeah, I will listen to him. If he says don't zoom in.
Yeah, then we will not. Because as I said, I really do like the fact that you can see so much as a viewer. It's a lot more pleasant that you can see what's gonna happen. You're not so surprised by everything that happens around the map.
Well, really uncommon for this for the League of Legends game is the score 3-5. Not a lot of action have happened in these first almost 20 minutes. I thought it's gonna be more of the bloodbath, but both teams are playing a bit carefully around the map and trying to figure out what the enemy's gonna be doing and trying to react on those plays. And now, well, a lot of mistakes are done by Swedish players, but they are still standing strong. There's not a lot of goal difference, but what can we see is the Drake difference. They already have 3 Drakes, the 5 Drake,
Right, the buffs that you can get. Yeah. And not only that, they managed to sweep away now 4k advantage. So in these few minutes, we saw that they got as close as 1.5k advantage.
Yeah.
And then now they're 4. So it means that they're really the blue side. They're just playing defensively. They're gonna probably defend turret. That's gonna all that they're going to do, but that might come costly. I know, like, you have to win such a lucky fights to get back.
Yeah.
You have to win fights.
Exactly. Now what they have to do is just to starve out the enemies. Like what Esporta Skola has to do is to starve out the enemies. Don't give them any money that comes around on the map, and then meet them for the next fight when they're gonna be fighting for the Drake buff already. So 4 Drakes give you the Drake bingo, and you get even better buff.
Yeah.
Out of that.
Yeah.
And then the 5th Drake, if they would take the 4th one,
When
would
will
be
it
the
summon
Ultimate.
back? When it summon back? Or is it back already? No, it's not
Drake,
back.
I'll-
Now it's back. It just summoned, right?
No,
I think I
I'll-
just saw it.
No, I'll show you the timers. I forgot to.
Yeah,
check too.
I would love to see that.
There you go.
I still don't
So you
understand
see,
anything.
this one is a Drake, Ocean Drake.
So 2 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So they know that they have to be back here, back bottom. Oh, and they're coming in. It's gonna be Jaeger. Probably will fall down. Has to be careful.
But it's 1 versus 1 situation now. Sindri is
Flash
really.
available.
If he plays it well, oh, but the ultimate from Edis, that's gonna be slowing down Jaeger as well. Now, Oriana reacts and tries to get a kill, gets it as well. The flash at the end there, maybe a bit too much used for one champion there. It's just Sindri, you know.
I almost started screaming, please deny the tower.
Yeah,
I
you
can't.
can't.
I see that little HP and
Yeah.
I'm like, just like one hit.
No, not in this game. But what I see that this is gonna be the Baron play now, because we have the Latvians already gathering up for the Baron. We have the teleport as well for the Casamine to join in their teammates, and it's gonna be
Easy.
4 people on the
Oh, yeah.
Baron.
Oh, yeah.
Slowly getting it done.
And
And
I
no
think-
vision. Look at that vision game here.
As well. Yep. Not only that, I think here, no, not even Pythagore theory will help.
Yeah. 'Cause
Not even that.
Yeah. For the blue team, for Sweden, they don't have the global ultimates on their side.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
That's that.
But they do have a coach who's standing right behind them and trying to coordinate as much as he can. For a second, maybe we can check
No
out
spoilers,
how
please.
it's looking. No, he's even back. I believe he's allowing them to play.
Yeah,
for
as much as he
they-
can.
Yeah, of course.
What did that place?
This Teknikum button again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works. Well, you'll get used to it. I'll let you for Latvian Esporta School League. You're doing such a great job.
No,
And it's a bit different to be on this side.
It's so easy, right? You
It's
just have
like
to
no,
talk.
it's no stress at
Yeah.
all.
Exactly. Well, talking about the stress, the break's coming up soon. 5
Okay.
seconds now, and it's going to be one of the final
He
fights
spawned
here
so
for this one.
beautifully. That's something that Dota should have, like the spawn. Not like just appears, but he just flies in, and
Ooh,
that's
but
so
they're
huge.
looking for the fight.
Of course they are. They need something, and they understand that this could be the place where they can get something done. It's a 5v5. Take it away, nobody.
Okay, the Orn ultimate is already punched out, but it doesn't connect, so it's gonna be no knockup from that. A lot of ultimates used already as well. Ori ultimate used, and it did not connect, but the reset for the Jinx is there. And now the first kill, the second kill, the ultimate is precise from Edis now, but the stun from Syndra will stop this attack for at least more seconds, and that's gonna give them the gap to run away. But Casamine says no and strikes another one. That's gonna be 3 versus 1 exchange in this battle as well. The Dragon Soul that is carried on to the Latvians.
Oh yeah. This was almost goodbye Swedish side, because I saw at one point they really were like doing damage jumping out.
Yeah.
And like the Latvians, they were holding in really together, and they almost fell. But what is that? It's like heals that they have. What is it? Because they always have the like white bar. Like what is this?
Shield.
From who?
Whoever gives that, Krister has an ability that he can
Okay.
shield all teams around
That's
him.
huge. That
Yeah.
almost won the fight
Yeah.
just because they managed to use that, because they were dashing out damage a lot.
Exactly, and if you look at the second item of the first item that he picked up, he gives every single teammate around him the movement speed buff as well, chained
Jesus.
with his
Yeah,
shield
yeah.
that gives movement speed as well.
So
The
you're
team
just
is so
Ferrari.
fast,
Yeah,
and
you're
that's
Ferrari.
why they disengaged and engaged just in few seconds. When we saw the ram coming in from the Orn, they understood. All right, but let's just disengage, move back a little bit, and then come back.
Rocketman has to be careful. It almost felt like because like Latvians, they're pushing middle. They're heading right straight through. He was solo for a second. Why are they not catching? Like I always think like the moment you
Oh,
understand
what
your
ultimate
thing-
here from
Oh,
Rumble. That's going to be the support player Cash. Buburo is slain here, and now the battle commences. And it should be the battle for the turret. But a bit of a cockiness here comes out from the Rumble. I think he does not respect the enemies. They could slay him if they would want, but maybe for a trade for some of the champions here. But as we can see, just in few seconds, Lulu going to be joining back the Swedish team, and maybe another fight will come out from this. But it looks like Latvia is really close for them to just close this game down. The first base turret is almost fallen, but who's there? Edis that they wanted to focus, but Rocketman gets the Oriana, and now the fight is even. But Edis is in the backline, and no one is focusing him, and he just has a cake day, and that's it.
Triple for Edis. Yes, he did a lot of job. Like this positioning play was great. It was the
Everyone forgot about him.
yeah. Hansi Casamine, they just played it real good. And they're just going to end the game, or no, they're going for in hit.
Exactly. And I saw that Sindra missed her ability. I don't know what it's called. Maybe we can learn something today. Oh no, we can't put them the champions that are dead.
Yeah, but it looks like I can go and do the prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait. The base is still standing.
For a second.
It's still happening. Not finishing. All right. There it is. All right, the first game ended. All right, this is the best of 3 series. Esporta Skola. I almost said Esporta School. Okay, Esporta Skola won the first game. There you go. All right, let me not just press that. I wanted to see the scores as well. As we can see, the flawless game from Rumble and as well from Edis on the bot lane and Krister. So it's, well, not only the bot game carrying this game, but as well the jungle. Yes.
How many minutes for the next prediction?
10. All right, chat. What do you think about this game? How did you predict already that this is going to be happening and the Latvia are going to be winning?
Can I say something?
Yes.
I love this game. Like I just appreciate the work that they have put in, and we saw how well they managed their rotations, their team fights. They positioned themselves good. They know what they needed to do. It felt like Sweden, they were just trying to get the advantage at some point. But even though they lost middle, they still managed to find the rotations to help out mid player, Hansi. And the game just got together, because sometimes you see like, okay, Eddie's got the 2 frags down at the bottom. They lost the middle, but they just lost 1 frag. And then they found, okay, we can win it if we put him here.
Exactly. And we had those moments of the game where we thought, all right, these solo lanes are losing. What's going to be happening now? As you remember, we had the solo. The first blood was made in the mid side where Sindra killed Oriana, and afterwards we had the solo kill as well on the top side. It was just a bloodbath when they were fighting 1-1. But I know that they calmed themselves down. Let know the team that all right, the jungle is here, or some other information for them to just play on the other side of the map. And that's what we saw. The bot lane was just destroying.
Oh yeah. It really worked out. All the rotations. They got all the Drakes. They got the Baron. They really controlled the enemy part of the map. It felt like they were scared to be anywhere, Sweden. Quite unfortunate. But good job by the Esporta Skola. I hope that the second game will be as good as was this one. Like, in the matter of strats. Because you really could feel the tactical approach. The Alpha Pecker is asking me a very personal question. What's your rank in Dota? What's your MMR in Dota? When it was matchmaking rating, I was always around 3k. Sometimes below, sometimes above. It changed because I was always playing support. And now when they changed it to the ranking system, I did not play Dota for like 2 years. Now I started again. I don't have a rank. I don't have a rank right now. But when I had it, it was like, I think I switched between Archon and Legend. Like there, I was not high tier. But what I want to say to you as well, even though you're not a high tier player, does not mean that you cannot play in teams and participate in tournaments, because that really gave me the edge. When I was playing in tournaments, it just felt different. And even like the top players could fall only because it's different atmosphere. Like really, like everyone can be like, there can be one side can be silver, another side can be like 2 ranks above. It will not matter in the tournaments. At least for my opinion.
Yeah, I would like to have a Dota 2 tournament. Unfortunately, I know that we don't have the player base yet there. You know, there's not a lot of people playing that game. That is a younger generation. I know that older ones, yes. I met a lot of teammates that are like 50, 60 years old. And even my cousin's up-to-coming husband is playing, have played Dota and is playing occasionally when he gets at his friend's computer, you know. And he's like, what, 30 plus, 40 something? And he says, yeah, that's a really good game. And he's one of those who plays World of Tanks. So there are some similarities of the age limit on the Dota. Because
There is no age limit.
no, you have
Stop.
to admit that it is a complicated game. There's a lot to
Yeah,
learn.
yeah,
You
yeah.
have to take your first 15 years of your life just to learn something in
Yeah,
Dota.
yeah. Because I've played Dota for like roughly 3K hours,
Yeah.
something like that, and yeah, I'm still learning every day. I'm still learning every day. The one thing, because I've started to teach my girlfriend Dota 2. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, I maybe think maybe even League of Legends was a better choice, but no, no, no. Dota 2 is great. I'm gonna stick with it. I hope that people can appreciate both games. I usually just joke about League of Legends, saying like, "Oh, you can't even deny anything. Like, what's the point?" But it's fun. It's fun, and what makes it fun for me, League of Legends, is the fact that almost every single ability is a skill shot. In Dota 2, you have few heroes where it is a skill shot, where you have to like maneuver between minions and enemy
Yeah.
champions. Like you have to maneuver between it, and in Dota 2, most of them are target based.
Exactly, and as well, a lot of passive skills that we don't see in the
Yeah.
League of Legends. Unfortunately, I would love to have more of those,
Oh
but
yeah, passive skills, those are crazy. You can get critical hit, life
yeah,
steal. So
but I
much.
know why. I was asking some, like, we had this like a brainstorm of people that were just like, why do you think League of Legends have more, sorry, skill shots made for the new champions than a passive skills what we saw before?
Yeah.
Because there were a time where there were passive skills for the League of Legends champions. I remember the Twisted Fate when it came out. There was like few. Okay, so doesn't matter. Move on. What I wanted to say is, I think that's because they wanted the League of Legends is more hero play style game where you just take your champion and you feel that you are doing something, not like in Dota. For instance,
Oh yeah.
no, I have a
Okay.
great champion.
Okay.
You take Chen. Okay,
Okay. Love it. Yes.
you press all your keyboard, all the buttons, right? And you think you're doing something, and then you end up losing the game.
Well, not my case, but yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Then it's crazy difficult hero if you don't know
it
how
is.
to control
I
group.
still don't understand how to play that gem. I
You
have
have
played
to
it twice.
assign control groups, and then you assign each.
Yeah.
Each it's yeah. Okay, yeah.
So
I counted when I play Chen. I have to consecutively use 17 buttons.
there you go.
Lovely.
That for yeah. So you play Chen, you press all the buttons, and nothing happens flashy on your screen. But if you play, for instance, what we just saw, like Jinx, that she has the rockets, she has like a
You
rocket
just
something
but yeah,
something.
but that's a carry against support. Choose
Okay.
support. What did Crystals do?
Yeah, he gives the shield to everyone. He has to maneuver and try to click on someone to give the shield. Then he has the damage ability. Then he has one ability that he has to charge on someone. Then he roots them. You know, he has to click around the map, and he feels like he's doing something,
With
even
Chen,
if
you
he's
have to do-
not. But it looks like, oh my god, big ability.
Yeah, but like with Chen, you bring the whole zoo with you. It's like
Yeah.
4 animals, and you just like put
And
them
your
in.
teammates.
And your teammates as well. Yeah, you just put the zoo in front of everything. You stun. You go with the. I can't recall how was it called, but there's so many things. Okay. Okay, the Alpha Pecker. Come on, man.
Let's just
Can
not.
you... Okay, yeah. Let's not dwell into Dota 2. We are here to watch League of Legends. So where is the draft? Where is it?
I think that it's already done. They're just doing something else, and someone is being
Okay.
or some other things.
Okay.
So we're gonna do the same. We're gonna go for a quick break. Let's call it like that, and we're gonna be back just few seconds before we join in the game. For until that moment, you stay there and you wait for us to be back. So how do you mute? Okay, I'm learning as well. Bam.
And we are back with some more school showdown action. You thought we finished? Come on, man. This is best of three. Best of three. We still need to
Exactly.
figure out who's gonna win in this one. Are we gonna count this as one victory, or are we gonna count this as like
What
two?
one map win. So that's already
Okay,
good.
okay. Yeah.
Now we even with the Sweden. We'll see how that gonna
Even
be.
with Sweden, like
Yeah.
even Stevens.
We'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
What we saw from in the first game, and as well afterwards in the chat, there was a question: who you saw who was the MVP of the last map? Well, in
It's
your
sort of-
eyes.
well, we talked. We just like when we went behind scenes, we just talked and talked about the game, and I just asked so many questions. And I have to say, like the Shield was MVP, so it means Christers. Because I
Yeah.
feel like all these fights, well, they could have been lost, but that shield and that movement gave so much advantage. Of
Yeah.
course, we saw, yes, Edis played great. The triple kill at the end, so much damage, always positioning himself really good. Hansi lost middle, and it's up Kasavin also didn't have that good time. But yeah, in my eyes, I always gonna point out supports.
Imagine if this wouldn't be just a house production, two of us, right?
Yeah.
We would have replays now from the
Oh,
last
yeah.
game,
Yeah,
interview,
we would check out all that we could.
one day.
Yes, for Dota 2.
Excuse-moi.
I'm kidding.
Talking about the Dota 2, someone asked who's your favorite champion, and I saw
Yes.
you said Jakiro. Really?
Well,
Really?
okay, listen. I play a lot of heroes. I play a lot, especially now. I'm replaying almost every single hero in the map pool, right?
Okay.
I really like Earth Spirit. It's really fun. My favorite hero used to be Phoenix when it was really good and viable. I love that hero.
I hear Techis are good.
You can leave the room right now. But yeah, Jakiro has always been there for me. I've played so many games. I think it's above 100 or something. I have the best win rate with that hero.
Yeah.
There's so many things because it's a support with which you can push, you can do crazy amounts of damage in team fights, and you can solo kill if you play your cards right. You get Yule Scepter, you use him up, ultimate, stun, all the abilities. It's so
10
much.
controls, 10
Exactly,
abilities.
like 10 stuns, 100 flames. You slow them, you push them. It's like so many things you can do in Jakiro. He's just fun. He's just fun.
Exactly, and as well, what I saw in the chat, someone said that Techis is Rixie's main. You know who else? Is
I'm not gonna answer his questions anymore.
Yeah. Do you know who else is a Techie main?
I wanted to say.
Yeah. I know that word.
Ah.
It was juicy. I know what you want to say.
I ban techies every single game, not because like you cannot play against like
It's fun. It's like a.
I'm
team.
learning. I'm playing with people who are learning Dota 2 as they go. And when you play with people like that, focusing on helping them and dealing with techies is too much.
I know.
Because
I know.
you
I
can
know.
do only one.
It's
You can
so
do only
good.
one.
Techis is so good of a champion.
Yeah.
The idea of him, and I really hated League of Legends. Every single time they go closer to idea of a Techis, they just nerf him or they make him a whole different hero. We had 3 instances when this happened. At the start, we had Timo that placed his shroom. Someone steps on the shroom. Ba-bam.
Damage over time. Yeah, slows everything.
But the problem was that it was, as you say, damage over time. So that means you can react and you have this time as, oh my god, I'm dying. Please shield me or heal me or something. And you could not stack the shrooms on top of each other. As Techie minds. Imagine if you would step on one shroom
and
bam,
boom,
you're
you're dead. Imagine you go boom, no
dead.
more.
Yeah, that's what I love. I'm a simple man, you know. But if we okay, so they nerfed that. All right, I understand. Then came another hero who had a similar idea of, bam, dead. It was called Nidalee. She had a spear, a simple ability. You throw a spear, as further you are, and from the spear tip, as better damage the spear does.
The further it flies, okay, yeah, I get it.
But you can't control it. It's just
Of course.
straight line.
Yeah.
And you could one-shot people. And then they nerfed it. That it has...
That's almost like Enchantress from Dota 2,
Exactly.
but it's a target based, which means that the spear will not miss if you throw it.
So yeah, we had this
Okay,
one ability.
yeah.
They nerfed it. No more.
Yeah.
Then we moved something even closer to Tetris, where we had Shakos boxes. You could place boxes of a clown, and when someone steps closer to them, they get feared, and as well they get damaged by the box. If you are, and it does a lot of single target damage. So what could you do before? You could just stack box on a box, and eventually someone steps on a box, and it's like, boom,
Dead.
Exactly. And then that's it. So now you can't place the boxes on top of each other, and they don't do the single target damage if there are more than 2 targets next to you, next to the box. So it's going to be damaging both of them, but with lower damage. And yeah, I'm kind of pissed because that's my main champion of League of Legends. So yeah.
I wanted to say, you are like, come on, you're quite an annoying gamer. It feels like you just pick something that really messes with the enemy hero.
Yeah.
You can just play it like that. You can play like you're messing with the enemy hero as well.
But because
Buy Orb of Venom.
I saw the interview. I don't know who was the guy talking of the Dota 2, but someone asked, why don't you play Techis? Or why don't you play versus Techis, you know?
Yeah.
And why don't we see a lot of Techis in the play? And he said, because he makes the game not fun.
Yeah. Because everything has to be about sentries. Everything has to be about vision. And Rek'Sai looks like Bane. Like, really.
Again, we need to find the game? Hello?
Yeah. Okay, Rixie's saying that it looks like I lost to a Tinker one game. I played for 3K hours. I've lost to Tinker so many times I can't even count.
And then he said Techis.
Not Tinker, Techis. Well, I've lost so many games against Techis. Jesus. I think he's one of the main reason why 3-hour games exist.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. A lot. Fishish, I don't know if you're baiting or not, but there is no standings for School Showdown. It's just Esporta Skola teams playing against League of Legends. Against Teknikum from Sweden. So just 2 separate schools battling it out. Latvia versus Sweden. Tomorrow we have Latvia against Canada in hockey. But today we're checking out League of Legends.
Exactly. Well, now let me just set it all up. Now we have that, and
okay,
boom. Yes.
I'm gonna go into small rant for Latis. Latis, you have no idea how much these guys have practiced now, how much they've done. There is no surprise that Esporta Skola won the first one, because if you would have been here, you would see how well they play. So nothing but praise to them. Wish them luck in every upcoming tournament. Really happy to see, but let's check out how this game starts. Introduce me to the heroes and what we should potentially see. Aggressive, pushing, what's gonna happen?
All right, so on the blue side, we have the Latvian theme. On the top side, Kasabin with Shen. He can make around him that he doesn't take damage, basically. And he can shield someone globally around the map and then teleport to the guy. Oh, just like the new hero in
Dawnbreaker.
Dota. Yeah.
Dawnbreaker, okay.
Okay, so then the Rek'Sai is played by Azami, and that's a hero who makes tunnels, and it's all about tunnel. And then he can move faster around the map if he have made tunnels afterwards and stuff like that.
Okay.
Then we have in the mid side Vel'Koz, just a lot of damage and skill shots. Edis is playing again Jinx, the same Rocket Lady, and Brister is going to be playing support that is all about pocketing Jinx. He can make single target faster with shields, with more HP.
Pocketing, what does pocketing mean? Like putting in a safe spot?
No, you just put a lot of
buffs?
support and buffs on one
Okay. Thank you.
Then on the other side, we have the Swedish team, the Växjö Teknikum. So on the top side, we have Renekton. It's a big crocodile that does a lot of damage and has a lot of survivability and CC as well.
Yeah.
A good single pick champion. He can make someone poof just in seconds.
Okay. I understand.
Then in the jungle, we have the Rocket Man with the big guy, with the guy who just throws kegs around, and it's called, Gragas.
Yeah. Now the game sound is on. I'm really sorry about that.
Sorry.
Yes. Bottom, Swanme might go down. No, Edis, did he use the flash? No. They did use the flash
Yeah,
just to
they
get
used
out
a
of
lot
it.
of flashes. So what they did, they
Misses.
in the moment where the enemy support was in their heads, just next to them, they did not focus him. They were focusing the AD carry, and this fight was won just because of that.
Yeah.
And now Edis can farm easily and don't think about the pressure of the enemy team. Okay, so we talked about the Keck guy, the Gragas. Now in the mid side, as we can see, we have Diana, and she's about the single picks as well. And I think that's the comp of their playstyle for this match, as they have a lot of these assassin-based champions.
Swedish side, you mean? Yes.
Yeah, Swedish side, as they can just jump on someone and make them disappear just in seconds. And now the flash is burned, so that's gonna be
3 flashes? No, 2 flashes burned.
yeah. But the Gragas just single-handedly took off the flash from the enemy jungler.
How
so
much is
that's
it?
gonna
3
be...
minutes? Cooldown? How many seconds?
Oh no!
240?
It's now it's
300
5.
seconds, 5-minute
Yeah,
cooldown.
now
Okay,
it's 5
okay.
minutes.
Insane. But okay, you better use it early so you have it like in mid-game rather than...
And as I said, assassin-based team is not bad pickups if you can use that in your favor, because that's really huge if you can tower dive as well, because you just go under the turret, kill someone, and get out as fast as you can. So the champions as well, 2 more. We have the Swami with Jin. It's just a high DPS character, but his gimmick is that he can shoot 4 bullets and then he has to reload, and the 4th one deals more damage.
Okay.
So he shoots 4, then he takes time to reload the magazine.
Okay, and it's auto attack?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Isn't there something? No, not too much. I'm thinking, is there something close, to? But no, I can't.
No,
I can't recall. No. That's something new. That's something new. Okay, through the speakers of our school, we have to say hello, Krekeris. Please
Ciao.
learn to play chess.
Yeah.
Go for it. Try. You said that you don't know. You tried. You were discouraged. Don't be discouraged. It's good to know the game. It's just good to know the game.
Yeah. Kenny says hi as well.
Okay, Kenny, yes, hello.
Oh, it's gonna be tower dive. So this is what we talked about, because they have these champions that they can pick someone off, and now they're picking Edis. Edis doesn't have the flash that was used before in the bot lane, and now they capitalize on that, and that's gonna be the first blood for the Sweden. For the second time, the Sweden takes the first blood, and now with the teamwork.
Oh yeah.
And it's gonna be Drake as well.
But they rotated 4 people. Okay, I thought like they rotated 4 people like 5 minutes into the game. That's gonna be costly because the rest of the map can be farmed. But no, they take 2 birds with 1 shot. They kill Edis and they kill Drake.
Oh my god, Christus was so close to get that Drake as well, stolen, but alright. So if they get the top side almost dead, and now no flashes for both of the top side players. And unfortunately, that ain't gonna be a kill, and Rek'Sai now loses a lot of time on that top side.
Do they switch? Do they put Edis middle so he can pressure the enemy mid hero so he doesn't get too powerful, so there's no potential for a quick?
No idea. I haven't seen these switches that that frequently in League of Legends. I think it was more
because of the timing.
Yeah,
I think
we were there.
Yeah, let's farm the lane.
And then we're gonna piss off our own lane.
Yeah, and it looks like it could be our player falling, and he will fall. Rek'Sai falls.
Oh my god, the second team already for Sweden. I think Latvia started this match a bit too loosen.
I understand. I wrote to them to chat. I remember what they said. Yeah. They were ready that second game is gonna be a ball in the park. It's not. Exactly. We really need to focus, and I believe Sweden's draft is maybe more well thought out. I want to see the combos afterwards. What can Esporta Skola pull off? But if they cannot do too much, they might have some problems, and then game 3 might happen as well.
You're correct. And the last champion that I did not mention yet in this my little rant about the champions, we have Leona on the bot side. So that's the support in the hands of Boburo 43. Leona is more as she can lock down one member and he won't move. He will be stunned for next 5 seconds. It's like imagine Dragon Knight, but with ability to make himself tankier, and with the movement ability that you can stick to someone of the enemies.
Okay.
So that's that.
Okay. Thank you for explanation. I understand. So it's a tanky hero. Well,
A lot,
Yeah.
a big tanky hero.
Okay. Well, that could potentially be scary. But now we see that the gold lead, well, it's there, almost 1k for the Swedish side. Teknikum, Teknikum is doing a good job. The lanes are one as well.
Yeah.
Feels like,
Well, but it looks like more that the money is on the side of bot lane. I just don't know how that happened, but I think it's just because more farm, more money. Yeah.
more CS.
Yeah. But where the money went was Diana, and now she can bully the mid lane, where we have the Hansi down there.
Okay. We'll see a bit of damage dealt by Edit, but he's just being really proactive, managing to get all the last hit.
Ooh, the enemy jungler is coming in, so that's going to be a Rocket Man coming in on this bot lane, and they have no vision of that.
They had no vision. They just missed him. Okay, so Edis, I believe he kind of understands, so he puts himself in a position where he can easily back off and be under turret if needed.
Yeah.
And they're not going to show, and now they're going in, and the player as well.
It was a bad position for the Leona, and they're just gonna be picking up the Leona. Unfortunately, just in the last second, it's get the reset, and now they can move back inside the fight. And Rek'Sai is here as well. He gets the flash down, and that's gonna be Jin falling down as well, and the enemy jungler. So Rocketman falls as well. This was a well-planned execute, but unfortunately,
Too slow.
Latvians were too fast. Yes, exactly, and as well, we had the Cassavin joining in with his ultimate in this fight.
Oh yeah. This, what we just saw, I think, was they tried to bait. It did not work out. The Esporta Skola stuck with their guns.
Yeah.
The first player, I thought like he wanted to get some damage, and then he just wanted to fall back.
Exactly.
Like walk into the hero that was hiding.
It was just a
Didn't work.
sliver of health left on that Leona. She almost made that bait, but unfortunately, she jumped under the turret. She got the turret shot, and afterwards she could not run away, and the enemy, like the red side jungler, were just too far away for him to help out his teammates. But well planned. This was like, if I would write this down as one of the plays of Sweden that I really enjoyed was today, this was it.
Yeah. Did a good job. Right now, Esporta Skola is back in the lead, although they do not have that Drake buff. They do have the advantage of 800 gold. Not too much. The game's still really even. Now all gonna be about the next team fight.
Yeah, and the next team fight is not that far away. 20 seconds left on the Drake spawn, and I think the Esporta Skola are gonna be the ones participating in this Drake fight, because they know that the Renekton on the top side doesn't have the teleport to join in the fight.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the square and fair 4 versus 4 fight there.
See any moment now. It's gonna be bottom being pushed. They can take off the plate. They can get some additional money.
Yeah, well, they looks like are not going under there.
But there's one player rushing in. There's one player running in. Jaeger is coming in. And who is it else there? I can't see that far because someone is right behind the Drake as well, and the fight should pull out of the top lane.
Not
Is there a
this fight.
potential?
Come on, go back.
Yeah, go back to bottom. I think here in the top lane, they are looking to get the frag, but does not work too well.
All right, they're pulling out the Drake.
Yeah, the Swedish side, they're gonna probably take it.
Come on, Alpha direct. Yes, there it is.
Gonna be happening right now. Who's gonna take it? The Esporta Skola. Edis already focusing one of the players. Then he might fall down. Yes, he will. Edis with the first frag. Edis with the second as well. Yes, and they're gonna easily take Drake, and Sweden side, they're falling back.
Yeah, exactly what you said. Edis got that first frag, and afterwards, those two were counted for the jungler. That is the Rek'Sai player. Unfortunately, Jinx gets adrenaline after she kills someone, and then she can run faster and shoot faster, and those resets really help her to position herself in a better way. And as well, the first item for the Diana was not finished, and that's really crucial for in that fight, because Diana was just shut off. She went in, tried to find someone to pick off, because she has that heavy single target damage. Unfortunately, as in the second she went in, Kristers has an ability to polymorph.
Okay, so he can change. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Become tanky. Cannot do anything with him.
Exactly.
Bada bing, bada boom.
And that happened. Diana went in and was just caught in a bad manner.
Well, good job, good job. Well, they know what they can do. As for Skola, they're playing to their strengths and they're not scared to show. Well, for them as well, this is yet another scrim, yet another practice. against a team that are playing in LAN environment. The LAN environments, you probably all know that it always almost helps.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. They're all here, all playing together from Teknikum in Sweden, where they have this esports class. Can you imagine? We are living in a time where a school is managing to get the esports class. Edis has died, bottom lane. And mid dies as well. They just quickly got 2 frags. Oh no, Edis got the frag.
Edis got the
Edis got the frag, and then mid died.
Exactly, but the one that died was just the support on the bot side. But for the Latvian team, it was a really needed mid laner that is slowly dying off on this mid and not getting the farm that he needs, and he ain't gonna be a lot of damage later on this game. And you just saw what happened to Diana's damage.
Yeah,
she got Crysters to the half HP through the shield as well, and that's just what she can do. And then jump again after 3 seconds if she wants.
I think Krister just tried to slow her down. Just get some time, right?
Yeah, looks like that. But we have another bait on bot side, and really well thought of Azami here. He gets down on there, and those 2 targets are down. That's going to be the bot side player not getting the first item finished yet, and really unfortunate events for them. The first turret's going to be falling down in the 14 minutes now.
Is he going for the second turret?
If he has HP, he can jump again.
He will, potentially.
If they escort him.
No, they can't escort him.
On the back of his, on the back, he has an eye, and that eye gets double damage. Not even double damage, like hugely damaged with someone.
I think he ran into the
turret. It went too much in, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they were planning, but Krister's here. The support, well, he can use the polymorph, but this isn't even worth it.
No,
it's not worth it. You know that he dies.
He did.
So Dinvis, he's buying some time, and he gives himself away to the mid player. No,
that's the bot side player, the AD carry.
Still bad.
Yeah, exactly. That I really enjoyed that you understand the gimmicks of the simple MOBA game. Yes, that's how it works. But okay. Azami just, in 2 seconds, destroyed the enemy AD carry.
He's jungler, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the role that you would love to play, I think, in this game, because it's so... you just learn how to farm these jungle camps, and afterwards just learn about few timings, but you were roaming around the whole map and being everywhere, and as well as you have played Chen before, you know how important it is to roam around and in help of team.
Yeah. But you really have to understand and get the essence of that particular match to really catch the rotations.
Yeah.
I've rotated so many times pointlessly, and it ruins like the game. If I lose a 1 or 2 minutes, it's done deal. And you really have to almost get lucky at some points in here as well. Azami, well, I don't know if that's luck. That really just felt like good setups done by Esporta Skola.
Yeah.
4K lead. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, right now it is looking in favor of Esporta Skola, and at the start of this game we saw a lot of misfortunes for them, and now they are capitalizing on their mistakes and learning from them and understanding how they want to play this game. And now, if there wouldn't be that one mistake on the bot lane where Eris went in too deep, then the gap would be even further for them. I like the first item for Jhin. In this meta right now, they are getting the Gale Force. That's the item where you can mobilize yourself. It's as what's the item that you can push yourself in the door?
Force staff.
Yeah, it's like a force staff, but at the end of the push, you make like 4 or 5 auto attacks to the closest target.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But it's not like auto attacks, it's just a damage, flat damage.
Okay. It's gonna be a fight around the Drake. Really huge. Can they do it? It's already Drake on half HP. They're trying to jump in.
Esporta Skola doesn't have the jungle player down
there.
No,
they did not steal it, and now they're trying to fight. It's gonna be Balburu falling. No, he survives, and he managed to get away. They can't do too much. Jaeger jumps in. He falls.
And because of him not falling down there, Jinx didn't get his reset, but now Edis gets the first reset. Now back to the Rocket Man, and there's a lot of members for him to slay, and he gets that movement speed buff, and unfortunately
he missed just barely
away there, but the Jinx is still running. They could get one more, and it looks like that's going to be happening with the ultimate. Mongolian Jeans catches him down. I think that wasn't even an ultimate, that was just an item, the Prowler Claw. Yes, another mobility items. In the last update, like the big update of League of Legends, they introduced a lot of new mobility items.
Also active items, because I know that League of Legends doesn't have too many active
Those are
items.
mobility / active items.
Okay, that you have to switch on, and they just don't stand there.
And
Okay.
This item, for instance, it just dashes. To
I
the
saw what he
target.
did. Yeah, I saw what he did, and it gives additional damage as a stat. So that's just great.
Well, kudos for Esporta Skola to get those kills, but now it's like
No
the
way,
almost
Azami! He's so low, but no, they're falling back. No, he gets rooted. He still managed to get away. What? How?
That was a pixel perfect stun out of him.
Yeah,
But
almost.
Unfortunately, he did not get away. That was really close, but that's another kill for Jin now. Just slowly getting them up and running. The only one item for him where we have Jinx with 2 and soon to be 3, I think. Oh no, just finished the second one. Okay, my mistake. What I wanted to say is, we had that fight, but we have to remember that the break was taken by the Swedish team, and if there are just 2 more, and then they get the soul as well. And this soul is really important because it gives the movement speed for every single for those who use their ultimate abilities, and as well it gives the cooldown reduction for the ultimate abilities every single Cloud Drake.
Yeah, let's see if there's going to be any fight here. If there are not going to be any fights, I want to explain something about Dota as well. Very interesting. Yes, let's see. So they're looking to get the crab, potentially get the tower up front, but Sweden is not going to let this one happen. They're not going to let this one slide. Still 4k left on the crab. They're coming in. It's going to be an ulti used. Is that ulti?
Yes,
this
that
ulti,
is.
they're forcing them away, and they might take the trap for themselves. Last few seconds, no way! It's gonna be Esporta Skola taking it, right? At last
we don't
second,
know.
I think it's gonna be Mohogan Azami with 1 double kill from Edis, and they're fighting all around the map.
Yeah, and what was really well played here by Azami, he went around, went inside the back lane, and when they dropped the Azami, he was pulled off from misplay of his by his teammate Shen, because he can he can give a lot of a shield. Let's put it that way.
Okay. And what just happened right now? They want to fight up top. While that was
Teleport
happening, they're pushing bottom as well at the meantime. They're doing everything, and the inhib is going to fall. Racketman is trying to come in with his team. They're going to try to defend it. They're still going to manage to take
Inhib
and Baron as well. Jesus.
Yeah, the map presence of Latvian Esporta School are really huge right now. Well, Azami here playing with, he almost dies there to the Baron buff, but I think he will get away fair and square. But now the Baron buff is only hurt, it's not taken yet. And Edis gets hurt by the Baron as well. Just 2 seconds until it's going to be taken.
Blue team in the end takes
Too close for comfort here.
Yeah, it could have been a lot different. They did one thing about the Drake that you were explaining about buffs. It's very important to have this one. They did the same in Dota with Roshan, because at the first one you get only Aegis, then you get Aegis Cheese, then you get Refresher Orb, then you get Aghanim Shards. There's so many things.
Here you just get the Baron buff that increases everything and the damage and the HP of minions around you.
Yeah. We'll see. 19-7. The gold lead is rather huge. It's 9k. It's 9k. And that's a lot. I don't know what will they be able to do. The inhib will respawn in the matter of 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So as well, maybe they're not gonna make their move now, but probably they should. I think they should catch this one. As you said before, there's a huge potential for the assassins to come alive on the side of Sweden. And if they like hold this too long, and if they don't be proactive and don't push these inhibs, these turrets, then I do see there's a small potential of them coming back into the fights, because they're really willing to fight, and it seems like their coordination is fine.
Exactly, as you just said, and now the Drake is here. It's gonna be taken by the Latvians, and that's gonna be just shortening down their ultimate cooldowns now. But it looks like they are picking up the fight on the top side. It's gonna be Shen, probably slain here. Maybe he gets away. He slides through them, but unfortunately not a...
Oh, the flash is used. The shot.
Oh, the support is there.
But yeah, the super's here.
Oh,
Still
wait a minute.
Something. No way from behind lines. Already somebody's coming in.
Oh, he's buying so much time, and now they are pushed in, and that's going to be Edis now battling it down with the Renekton. But Krister is here.
Yes, exactly. He can buff Edis as much as he wants. The 3 players from the Swedish side already falling back, but Edis is unstoppable. You can't stop him. and they're gonna push the turret as well. They're really trying to TP out. They're gonna stop the recall. Yeah, it feels like Sweden, they're lost for action. They don't know what can they do because they're not trying to get in. Jaeger, he's gonna fall as well as Boburo, and this is dominating.
In this moment, what we saw from the Kasevin on the top side, he bought so much time for his team there that his team could push next to him, almost saving him out of that misery, and then get a lot of kills out of that. And it was just a matter of time when Edis gets there and starts slaying them. And the 1v1 fight, he almost lost that, to be fair. Renekton is really strong in these situations, and he did a lot of damage to Edis. And well, that's where Quisters comes in. He can get a lot of shield.
Yeah, I saw almost full HP, but it still falls.
Yeah, and that was Shen who ulted on that second time and almost got this person down, but unfortunately it did not happen. So, all right, the man, the legend, Edis is down in this second, so that means a bit of a time to breathe for the Swedish players around the map. Now they can think about what's going to be the next thing and what's going to be the next fight and where it's going to be commencing. If we look at the map, we have the Drake spawning in 2 minutes, we have the Baron buff spawning in 3, so that's going to be 2 minutes of just free farming. So if Edis wanted to die, this was the best time.
Yeah.
Because nothing else was happening on the map.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if I have to call the MVP for this series right now, because I'm just thinking about it a lot, well, Azami has surprised me a lot. With like his rotations were on point. It really helped out to earn map control, to earn all these objectives. It was all there.
Exactly, and I'm really happy to see him on this champion because this is one of the main champions that he plays a lot. And sometimes the enemies, when they scout him out, even bans the Rek'Sai against him. And now to see him picking it up and showing what it's good for.
I think Sweden is gonna try to focus on not only Edis next time around, but also on these jungle heroes. They're pushing in. This could be the last fight. They're pushing already the turret. Jaeger is rooted. He will be jumped, and they all jump in. And no way, Esporta Skola, they're winning the fight.
Exactly, and now the first reset for the Edis is coming through. That's what we talked about, and a lot of damage is pumped out of his
still dies
gun, and here it's gonna be a GG's called, I guess. Yes, so ace now done by the Latvian team, and that's just a GG here.
Blue team double kill.
That's how the replay works sometimes, yeah.
Oh, it stops when the game has been won. The replay stops, and we know that Esporta Skola just won 2-0 against Sweden. One more time, I show Teknikum for a second, just so we see. Quite unfortunate, I believe they have a lot to talk about, a lot to review.
Yeah, I hope that they are not tilted. That's the only thing I hope. But they have, to be fair, they don't have anything to be tilted off. You know, because they played really a good game. They had these strats ready for the first 5 to 10 minutes. We saw how much problems they were making for the esports school to rotate around the map, and how they picked out Edis in the bot lane, and almost that that play worked in the bot side where they just a millimeter, and they would get that fight for them rolling. But yes, the smile is well placed. Latvia wins. It's all good.
Yeah, well, I have to say huge props one more time. Edis, Kristers, Kaseven, Hansi, and one more. Just a second, I'm gonna remember. I will remember. Who am I forgetting? Azami, yes, the MVP of this match, most definitely. Huge props to all of you. Continue working. There's a lot of promise in the way that you play. I really do enjoy this. For the side of Sweden, good job, guys. Like, you had some good setups, you got some good ideas. With the Drakes, you were on point. It's almost that every single time it felt like you had the map control, you had the plan ready, like you know those timings. Had maybe, I don't know. That, as you said, like the draft was really good, but here I believe the Esporta Skola got the stronger heroes for themselves. Like individually. Good job. It was really fun to watch.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And as well, when I saw the performance from the Esports Latvian team, we had there were some shaky moments, and I hope that they find them and they correct them, because that's only what they can learn from these games. all right, they won. Yes, good for you. All right, but now this is the time for them to rewatch the games to see how they got the advantage at the start of the games and not
Because they
allowed to do that again.
yeah, because they lost the first bloods and they did miss, I believe, the rotation from middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, we're gonna call the coach of the Swedish side. We'll talk for a moment.
I hope I'm trying to.
Yeah.
All right. While I'm calling,
I'm gonna quickly go finish the prediction.
yeah,
We'll
you
give
go,
the points.
you go do that, and I just need to Okay, I need this. Give me just a second. If you picked up the thingy, then give me a second. I need to switch few things. Right. I think this is it. There you go. Transition. Voila.
Oh, they're here.
All right. So, do you hear me?
Yes, do you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we hear
do
you,
hear you.
yeah.
All right. So, 12 points goes to Sweden. No. All right. So, the Eurovision is just over the hill. It's just. I think it's this weekend. Yeah, dude. Dude, it's just the next battle, you know. We just battled it out in the League of Legends, and now we go and do the same on the Eurovision. All right. So, how do you feel?
We feel kind of good, to be honest. We really like a really good effort
from the Latvian team. They played super well. I feel like we stepped it up a little bit the second game when we we changed a little bit of our tactics, but they were just really good, the Latvian players. So two really good matches, I think.
Like what happened? Like you always got the first blood. Like do you have like the start of the game really planned out because the rotations felt really on point and almost to the second.
We actually the early, like the first crab, we have been practicing a lot. So like the first rotate, like jungle pathing and being able to have priority in the lanes, we have been practicing. So yeah, that went well, I think.
Yeah, because in the second game there were a lot of pressure done on the bot side, and we really felt that watching that game that you gave some struggles them there, and that bait that I can't shut up about, where you just Leona was a pixel away from the turret, and unfortunately, the turret started targeting her. She would get away, and then the bait would work. That was so close.
Yeah, we actually called because we had the Gragas in the lane. We tried the lane gank, and that was actually our intention to try to bait, but a little bit unfortunate execution. But yeah.
Maybe there's like one thing you can point out what was missing from our side. What was like maybe you saw some gaps in the plan or some weak links.
I mean, it's hard to pinpoint anything they did bad because they played really well. I don't really know, to be honest, like anything they did bad.
Yeah.
We tried to, like, we kept track of the flash timer for the AD carry, so maybe they can like be aware of that if the other team knows, maybe play a little bit more safe. But still, the Rek'Sai, came up clutch.
Yeah, he was a struggle and too. Well, moving aside from League of Legends, I wanted to ask you a question. What would be another game what you would like us to participate in versus you? Because right now we just started like a little chess club between us. We got on this train. Do you play chess or any other game that we could muscle through?
I will have to check with the boys. Maybe they are chess gods. I don't know. It might be fun. Maybe Fortnite. Someone says here.
Oh no.
Okay, we stop the conversation.
Okay, that's something where I will lose definitely.
Yeah. Dota 2.
Dota 2, maybe. Yeah.
That's a great game.
Have you played Curve Fever?
What?
The Curve Fever, the online game, it's really sick. That could be a thing.
You have to send it to us.
You send that us on the Discord, all right?
We'll check it.
Yeah, sure. It's actually really good.
I feel tournament.
Okay, one more thing I want to say: keep up the good work. I hope that the youngsters are going to keep contact throughout the summer so they can practice against each other, because I believe there's a lot each side can learn from one another.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right. If any last comments from your side, because well, you know, who knows when
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
mean,
meet again? Summer's upcoming.
yeah, yeah, summer is gonna be nice, but yeah, for sure we like really good play from the Latvians this time. Like really impressive, I think. It will be interesting to know their real ranks, you know, because I guess they have this is not their like real accounts, I guess. But
Yeah, I will send them through to you, but they are not as high as you expect.
okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, in that case, the really good effort, like team play and everything. It was very well coordinated, and we're gonna watch the games and hopefully learn a lot from it. So
All right, thank you.
yeah,
Have a great summer upcoming and the end of school year.
Yeah.
Maybe. Do you
Yeah.
have the end of school year now in Sweden?
yeah, it's getting there. I think like the 10th of June is
Oh, okay.
end
All right.
something. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Then
I mean,
keep it going.
to you too. To you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
This was Vengeance, the coach of League of Legends division, I would say, for BO2 Teknikum, because there's like this esports program. They have CSGO, they have the League of Legends as well,
Yeah.
and not too much else. Like I hear that all the other players, I believe, are just like individually playing some other games.
Helvish could play chess versus him because he's the coach.
Oh, that is a show match I would like to see.
A chess match on our chess.
Oh my god! Can you imagine like for 3 hours and we're like, well, probably don't play
There's
chess
a
for
lot
3
of things
hours.
that we can talk about while the
Yeah.
chess is happening because like the moves, like he's doing the Romanian battalion, you know.
Oh
like,
yeah, right.
Who?
The
No.
Macedonian opening, the Macedonian orange.
Shh! Don't. That's already a thought. That's already how we can fulfill the time. Yes.
Exactly. Okay, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope the Sweden players turned in as well. You did a great job. I hope you keep on the practice because there's a lot you can work on and there's already a lot you have done because it was definitely seen. And if you're not playing in any team, hey, check around. Try to join a team. That's how you make it in esports.
Yeah, and remember, these are people that like the people that just played are in the school age, and
yeah.
every single like if you are Latvian, join us on the Discord, and you can be one of those people that play in these tournaments because this is not the only team that we ever gonna be making. No, we have the CS:GO team, we have any other team that you want to make in any other game. Like even if Envy wants to make like a Dota 2 team, you know. What?
I'll probably play in it.
No,
I want to play.
No, you had that smug smile. I couldn't understand.
No, you said like I don't 2 team, and I felt like, oh yes, yes.
Those old good times. But
Yeah.
you could be a coach. You know, there's a lot of things to learn from that perspective.
Of course. No. That
Oh, you want to play?
No, I would like to still compete at some point, but no, being coach it would be fun. It would be a real great experience. But enough of that, ladies and gentlemen. You just saw a school showdown. We might squeeze one more in before the summer, but if not, we might see it in midsummer, maybe at the next school year. But really, thank you very much for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow because we're gonna have Latvian Esports School League finals in CS:GO. The winner is gonna take 100 euros home and points to their team in order that they can get headphones, mouses, or even monitors for their school.
Exactly. All right. This was Envy. This was Nobody. And thank you for joining us today. Bye-bye.